Hey guys, welcome back to Advance Wars. We're headed to this black island. So, you're the one behind all this chaos. Do you have a name, or should I just call you Disaster?
My name is Sterm.
Well, Sterm, we finally hunted you down. Time to pay the piper, as they say.
Hunted down? Me? You've done nothing but enter the door that I opened for you.
What?
Did you think I didn't notice you, little girl? You and your pathetic strategy games. Is that all you're good for?
What? But that's... You couldn't. Are you saying that you've known all along?
You've made one stupid mistake after another. Did you imagine yourself to a match for me? You conceited fool. It is time to put an end to this farce. Time to pay the piper, was it?
I'm sorry, Father. I've broken my promise. We can only go Andy with this one. Let's save her. Ah, this is actually the final battle. Sonia! Grit? I'm so sorry. Take everyone and run. The enemy, Sterm. He's much more powerful than I imagined. Everyone's going to be. This Sterm is the one who did this to you, right? Andy, please. You've got to get away. Who's running away? That guy's going down. Andy's right. There ain't too many people who get on my nose like this Spozo does. You can't let him go. Hey, I'll lend a hand. Looks like I just got here in time. Captain Drake. Green Earth secure, so I came to join the fray. There's something else that's been bothering me too. Something else? I get the feeling that Sterm has a power that we haven't seen yet. Something big and powerful. Anyway, I figured the more firepower we had, the better. I'll send them packing. Alright everyone, let's move out. Alright. Now, this is the only mission you do this in. You control all three armies. It's actually random who you get. It depends on how you play your missions. Like this time I got Grit and Drake, but you can get Kanbei, you can get Olaf, you can get Sammy, you can get Max. It just depends on what you do with the missions up to this point. Since I've mostly played Andy, I got Andy in the middle. This is always filled with an orange star person. And this is usually filled by either Green Earth or Yellow Comet. And this is put by Blue Earth or Blue Moon or Green Earth, depending on whether or not you got Yellow Comet and Green Earth. You could get Blue Moon and Yellow Comet. But anyway, this is what we've got to face. A bunch. And like they said, this isn't going to be easy. Right on the bat, you want to go ahead and start capturing bases. You want to make sure you have a line to power. And a line to money, which is power for you in this game. Alright, this is the final match against Sterm. You want to put up quite a fight. You do want to be careful about bombers, as always. Make sure you have all your units put in positions that wouldn't get yourself in trouble. Since we have done this, let's go to Grit. I never should have left her alone. And I actually like getting Grit on this mission because of his long range. Dealing with these guys, you don't want to be close to them unless you can deal with his up close and personal attacks. I actually, rather than getting Drake, I would have preferred getting Kanbei, because he can deal with the
strength that Sturm can dish out. So you want to leave these three for Andy, so he can get the resources. These guys usually don't get messed with on the sides. So alright, we'll move in. Kinda just smoothly, like he does. Alright, kinda guard your long range units. And what I'm gonna do actually is send a couple of long range units that he has this way so I can protect Andy from this side and this side. And like the other one, I built 2 infantry and end. Now for Drake, can't let our guards down. What you want to do, his power is pretty useful. It can knock 1 damage off all of his units. And for Sturm not having 10s and instead having 9s, kind of useful. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start capturing. Alright. And for for Drake, it's gonna be easy to send reinforcements this way. Sturm will actually mostly come down through this way, so it'll be easy to pin him down going this way, but if he sees units piling up here, he'll send units this way. He'll send a couple this way anyway, and a couple this way, but it's not enough to warrant too much of a trouble. You can actually just put a couple units to block him and keep piling your units this way so you can go forward. But I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a reason why you don't want to do that. So let's build 2 infantry and end our turn. Those fools, their troops are all massed right there. Bwahaha, they played right into my hands. They'll rue the day they dreamed of opposing me. Ooh. He put his fighter jet right there. His bombers are keeping... Oh, that bomber's dead. You'll figure out why he said that. Now, in the last mission, he didn't grow a co-power bar, but this one he does, and that's what you want to be careful of. His co-power is the most dangerous co-power in the game. Oh, I'm thinking something else entirely. Whoops. Alright, let's get rid of the bombers. Like I said before, they are the most dangerous for Sturm. So you want to get them taken care of. Alright. Blow that up. And what you want to... Alright, let's put this guy here. Have this guy take care of him. You want to guard your units as well as guarding against his, like attacking him is something you want to do, but you also want to guard against his units. But I'm trying to think. You know how he said like they're stupid that they had all their units massed together? Well, you kind of want to keep them apart for that reason. At the first turn, you don't have to worry about it because you can't do anything about it. But from then on, you want to spread your units out. Doing that will minimize the damage of what he can do. I'll build a tank and an infantry. I'm building a tank to deal with these things. I know this is going to be more of a problem, but can't really do anything about it. I'll end my turn. I can't attack with it. Darn. Well, this thing's gonna go out of commission, that's for sure. I ain't leaving that around. Alright. Alright. Start firing. Well, his bomber is going to get something, unfortunately. And for Grit, building, you want to mainly build long range. You do want to have a couple things here and there so they can take the hit from stuff, but you want to have long range. That's what Grit's about. For Drake, there's no naval combat in this map, so that's why he's kind of sort of useless. He's not completely useless. Like I said, his power is pretty useful, but otherwise it's not really great to have him. Let's put this guy there, move in the infantry. I don't think you can get Eagle, but it's like extremely hard, and like I've only done it once, but I don't know, like I've mentioned before there's a hard mode. I don't know if it's like hard mode only or not, because it's been years since I played this game, and I don't remember exactly where I'm trying to think. I don't remember exactly where everything, how to get everything. For Drake, you just want to kind of build a variety, kind of like what you would do with Andy. This case, right now, like you want to look here and see what is needed. Like tanks are mostly needed. I got anti-air here, so I can deal with the air units, so it's mostly tanks. So I'll just build a tank, and I'll build a, I'll build nothing else. But you'll see, he's already got his power because I've been bashing him. Meteor Strike is his power, and this is what happens. Boom. Deals 8 to 9 damage to every unit in a 3x3 area. Well, actually maybe more than that. And his power, the power of his units gets a significant boost. As if they didn't need enough, so this is why. And even if he had low health units, he can just pick your units off like they're nothing. Especially like if they're the ones in that little bit. Ah, come. Okay, cool. I was kind of afraid that I wouldn't have been able to deal the last blow to that bomber. I still may not be able to, depending on what he does. Ew. Yeah. He may still have that bomber. That's not what I want. Yep, he's gonna have that bomber. I don't have anything to get over there in time. He stonewalled me on that. There's nothing to heal. But what you want to do is just nail him while he has his power. It may be hard to do that, but hit him everywhere it counts. Like here. I can deal 93 damage, do that. You don't want him... Every chance like you have of like just smashing any opponent and them not gaining any co-power from it, you want to do that. I want to build an anti-air unit because I lost all of mine in that little raid. Well, Andy's anyway. And I want to be doing this. And this is why you want Andy to have all this property, just so he can actually survive this. Because he gets pretty much all of it. Alright, and we're going to do one of these things. I'm actually going to do that and intern. Now, unfortunately, I can't reach his bomber with my missile launchers, but I can do this. This is also why you want to build anti-air with him. Like you want to build units to protect your long range. Anti-air is one of them because he's got a bunch of access to a lot of money, so he's going to be building bombers like crazy. Alright, since there's nothing that tanks can really do, just send them up here. Have artillery come up this way. And have your units capture. And he would actually have to come this way, but he's not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage. And if he tries to leave, most of where he goes he's going to get blasted, so we'll go with that. I'm going to go with a tank, because I have a feeling I'm going to need it. Alright. Capture, and then join. Put that guy there. Have this guy start firing. Thing it is about that power of his, it doesn't cause the co-meter of anyone he hits to go up. So he basically does a bunch of damage and there's no repercussions against him. Alright, we want to retreat our medium tank. That is actually probably one of the better things to do. This is actually normally what you'll get. You'll get Andy, Grit, and Drake. Those are the normal guys you get actually. I think the way you get other people is how you play, like it getting better ranks and everything in the missions, like getting S ranks or like doing it with different people. And that's pretty much it. See, he's already got enough for another freaking bomber. That's how ridiculous this is. Uh-oh. Didn't quite think that one through. Oh my gosh. And this one's really hard to do. Like, you're gonna look like you're gonna be losing a whole lot, but you're gonna have to keep going through it. I don't know. I don't think I'll split this video up at all, just so kind of do what I did with the other ones, but if it becomes like a really long video, I'll actually cut it in half. Because I don't know how long this mission's going to take. It may take a while. Because this guy is all up in my face, and I can't do squat about it right now. And his turns always take a long time, just simply because of the fact that he's got so many units. And your 3 turns is pretty much one of his turns in time length, because you have to deal with 3 armies, but he's got 1 army and it's giant. Don't fret if one of your enemies actually does get defeated. You can still keep going, but you're pretty much screwed if that happens. Like, no joke, you will actually probably... the probability of you losing is like highly increased when you lose one of your armies. So do what you can to prevent that from happening. Like, the middle one's always in trouble. That's why you want to send support. Like, it looks like Orange Star is pretty much dead just because of the fact that there's so many units inside of his base. And unless you do something about it, you are in trouble. Completely. Completely big trouble. Yeah, I'm gonna do one of these things. Yeah. I need to get rid of medium tanks. Those are a source of big ouch. And to get rid of big ouch is a big deal. Don't fire! Alright, I'm going to build a mech. Keep an APC on your HQ, just so you could have something to prevent them from capturing it. Alright. As far as this goes, I will definitely be using power. Think you can handle this? A snipe attack? Alright. Boom! I love it. This is why I love using grit in this one. You can just snipe like that. No problem. Alright. Grit's gonna provide a good bit of support. And say goodbye to the bomber, because it's going down. I'm going to be sending a tank through there. I'm going to be blowing up this anti-air. And I'm going to be blowing up the bomber. This is actually going to probably push him over to use his power again. This is why you want to be really... This is why you want to spread out your units. Yet again. It's so you can since you're going to have to keep hammering this guy because he keeps sending units, you want to keep your units as far away apart from each other, so when he does use it, it does less damage. It did a pretty good number on Drake, but it didn't completely put him out of commission. Like, he can still keep going and all. And this is one map, no matter what. Even if it's infantry, if you don't have, you always want to keep 5 infantry in this map. So, unless there's a reason why you build a mech rather than 2 infantry, like, in my case I built the mech to deal with all these tanks. Alright. Destroy this. Boom. See, it's a little bit less black over here. I guess is the best way to put it in a sense. Alright, wanna attack this, because yet again, medium tanks are heavy hitters, you wanna get rid of them. I'm going to put the medium tank on the HQ so it can heal. I'm not going to put any more closer together. That's going to be asking for it. I'm going to build an infantry and another recon. See? Yet again. Power! Every 2 turns he's probably going to be pulling this off. That actually wasn't too bad. It only hit 3 units, but for Grit that was one of the most terrible things to happen because it hit 3 long range units. Oh, that's great. That was super great. He put his... Oh man, that couldn't have gone better right there. I'll explain it in a minute when my turn comes up again. Okay. That's not good. I can deal with it. I can deal with it. That's the thing. Ah, come on. Really? Alright. What he did. He pulled this back in the field and moved that on there. That is one of the best things to happen. He just made a mistake. He just made a big mistake. Alright. What you want to do is get this thing out of the way. I am using 2 units for this. Not happy about it, but oh no, don't do it, don't. No. Do this. Alright. Boom. Boom! Just blew this thing out of the sky. That is a ginormous good thing. I got rid of the bombers. And I don't have any air units, these guys are just going to be sitting there. Until I do. Which, unless it's going to be something ginormous, I'm not going to be worrying about it because those things are expensive. And like I said, you want to build as many units so you can just keep an onslaught against him. And since it's his power, like I just built a bunch of units for Andy, it's because he's going to be using every single one of them. Alright, well in turn, now it's Grit's turn. And up to this point, I haven't really talked about it, but this is the first time there's 4 codes on a map. We hadn't even had we've had a 3-way battle when we fought the Dark Andy, but it wasn't like this where everyone builds stuff and we keep going at it. It was always Eagle had his pre-deployed units, and that was his thing. Alright. We're gonna move these 2 right there. Move in some tanks for some backup. There we go. Move the infantry up. Build an artillery. And that'll be it. Because we want to save up for rocket launchers. Alright. Drake's turn. I've actually had it where it hits the same person over and over again. And they just couldn't do anything for turns on end. So. That kind of sucked. Alright. We don't want this thing staying here. Alright. Cool. Alright, we will deal with this. And this is another thing you want to do. You want to do your best to make sure he doesn't capture these buildings. And make sure, like, you can mix it up. It doesn't have to be just Andy that captures them. Because these guys need some money too, so they can help support Andy. But you don't want to overdo it. Like have all of one person and they won't be like an asset at all. Alright. Alright. We will hold. Alright. All that in one turn. That is crazy. It's amazing. Like, the thing is, turn-wise, this usually doesn't take too long. But time-wise, it just takes forever because you have to deal with 4 armies taking each one of their turns. Ah, man. I actually thought there was one more before this one, but I guess I was wrong. Like, to be honest, this is one of my favorite turn-based strategy games. I do love Fire Emblem, and that's going to be one of the games I do play on this channel. I don't know when, but it's going to be one of the games I put on this channel. But I wanted to show you guys a pretty quick and really cool turn-based strategy game. If you've never seen it before, I mean, come on, it's pretty cool. You don't have the worries of permadeath like Fire Emblem has, which, unless you're careful, you can really screw up, which Fire Emblem is very notorious for. But alright, got rid of the rocket launcher, that's a big one. What else? I was gonna say something about stuff. Something about stuff. How about that? Alright. Lower this guy's health again. Grit's got that guy next turn with him, and he can take care of that. So what I'm going to do for Andy is build a tank and an artillery and have him attack this guy. Alright, I'm going to end turn. Alright, I'm going to be putting the long range units there so they can heal up. Deal with these flyers so when I do build air units, they're not shotting down immediately. Alright. 2 down. There's 1 down there. We'll figure out what to do about him. I have a feeling where it's gonna hit next. Right here. That or up there, but usually the attack stays away from his units. So I don't want the tanks to be a part of it, so keep them hanging back. It may hit here again. It may hit these units. I don't know. Alright. It's not too bad. We're actually keeping him back. He's usually mass producing units, and you can't get to him. Unless I've outsmarted him, which, heck, who knows. I've thought I was going to lose terribly, and I don't, so I don't know. But heck. Alright. Keep that healing. Actually, I'm gonna move him up so I can move him onto that one base that I've got. Not the base, but the city. Okay, it's going to hit up there with all three, where all three armies are. I just knew it. I'm gonna attack this because enemy AIs in this game don't like attacking with their infantry for some apparent reason. He's probably going to come after that battlecopter. Alright, end turn. Oh, he actually doesn't have enough for his power. He's so close, but he doesn't have enough. That's so funny. He may do it at the end of his turn, which is highly possible. Yuck. That battlecopter's all ready for action. I'm kind of like Andy, it's like, yeah. Oh, that's just rude. Yeah, I'm actually probably going to cut this in half because I still got a good ways to go. And I have yet to even hit the tip of this iceberg. Because when he gets to it, like, I've had it where he builds multiple bombers per turn and whatnot. So this is kind of a weird cutoff, but it's day 7 and we're still at this battle with Sterm. How will we succeed? Bust right through is going to be most likely the answer. But if you're interested, stay tuned for part 2 of the final battle. Thank you guys for watching.